Navigating from the heart, using our internal guidance to guide our creative activities. One of the more important observations of the journey into the exploration of our creativity was the existence of our life path. It was also observed that aligning with the life path could give a profound inner satisfaction regardless of what was happening in the world, and could lead to creating a life worth living. A life worth living is so rich and full and internally satisfying that if you died in this moment to find out you will spend eternity doing what you're doing now, your life is so rich and full and promising that you would spend eternity exploring it with complete inner satisfaction. The key to accessing this life path is to follow a particular feeling. The feeling aligns one with the flow of creative life energy energizing one's life. This flow of creative life energy is what brought one into physical creation. When we align with this life energy, we feel alive with life. We feel life is worth living, and our life is internally satisfying. Alignment with this flow is accomplished in several steps. The first step is to realize this flow exists and can be felt with a proper focus of our attention and awareness. The second step is to learn to discern our personal truth and what serves and does not serve our being and our unfoldment. It's about, in doing what is true for us, we will have an inner satisfaction with life and feeling life is worth living. The third step is to calibrate our internal compass. This is accomplished by reviewing our life to see what experiences have given us the greatest inner satisfaction. These experiences give the mind some idea of what kinds and types of activities can help align with the flow of one's creative life energy. This inner feeling of satisfaction can be used as an internal compass to guide our life. This is to move in a direction of life and activities in life that keep us aligned with the inner satisfaction for anything we do in life to the best of our abilities. There's a significant issue here about our life path. Our life is an original and unique creation, and we have an incredibly unique perspective on creation. No one has lived a life like our unique life previously, and no one will live one like ours after we're gone. Since our unfolding life is a unique creation, our human mind has no idea what that life will actually be and what it will look like. Our human mind may have some ideas, but it does not know and cannot know. So it is essential we rely on aligning with the flow of energy that is energizing our life. This flow will carry us to the experiences we incarnated to have and that inner satisfaction about life. As mind learns what experience gives an inner satisfaction, we can get a better idea of what it should avoid or what it should investigate. But mind will never know exactly what it needs to do. This brings us to the concept of navigating from the heart. Navigating from the heart, or maybe better said, navigating from what is symbolized in the heart, is about learning to use our internal guidance to guide our creative activities. And our life is a creative activity, so it's to guide our life. Navigating from the heart is analogous to when sailing ships were crossing the ocean and they had no visible land from which to know what direction to go. All they had was the sun as it moved across the sky and the stars at night. In time, sailors learned there were certain stars that seemed to be unchanging in their position as one transited the ocean. So these stars became reference points that could be used to know where they were. When a storm arose and the ship was blown around, as soon as the storm cleared, one would take a star sighting to know if they were on course or blown off course. Navigating from the heart is to use the feeling of inner satisfaction as a guiding star. Then, as the storms and challenges of life blow us off course, our mind looks to see where we are relative to that interfering. It then moves to bring us back to that feeling as applicable to the situation and the environment in which we find ourselves. Navigating from the heart is about allowing our heart, our creative passion, this inner satisfaction with life, to set the direction for our life. Then have mind check in with what the heart is feeling to see how in alignment we currently are with that inner satisfaction. Then have mind figure out what types and kinds of changes we need to make in our life to move more in alignment. That is, mind recognizes that as it chooses a direction to go in life, it may or may not resonate with the heart and that inner satisfaction. The challenge for mind is to continually bring what we do in life back to that alignment with our inner satisfaction. Mind also recognizes that our life path may change directions and what we are currently doing in life no longer serves us. So it looks to see what needs to be done to bring what we do more in alignment with the changes in the direction of our life path. Now, when we learn to navigate from our heart to keep us in line with our truth and the flow of life within us, we can use a similar approach for things or experiences we wish to create. Relative to any intention we set, the intention we set creates a flow of energy. The greater our clarity of intent, the greater the clarity of feeling of that flow of energy. Now, in having calibrated our internal compass and navigating from the heart, we can discern if what we are desiring to create is in alignment with our life path and is in alignment with the truth of our being. They do not have to be in alignment, but the difference in the alignment can help us stay focused on what we wish to create. For example, we have a very internally satisfying job, but we need a little extra money to buy a new car. So we take a part-time job to earn the extra money. It's not what we prefer to do, but we accept the discomfort between what is internally satisfying and the part-time job because it does not conflict with our life path, deny the essence of who we are. If, however, the part-time jobs ask us to do things that go against our life path, and the discomfort will then become very large, if not painful. If we cannot leave the part-time job for some reason, we are then faced with dealing with the disconnect between what we know is internally satisfying and aligned with our life path and what is being asked of us. It is here we need to look at our creative imagination to explore what possible options are available. Here it is recommended you use the creativity perspective, holding your creativity sacred, and see where your options may have been limited for whatever reason it may be. Mind can then figure out how to get back on course after being taken off course as a result of the part-time job. The parting recommendation here is and will always be for you to look to discern your personal truth. Calibrate your internal compass. Learn to navigate from your heart and look to create a life worth living, and look to create that inner satisfaction that never runs dry regardless of what is happening in the world. Creating what the mind wants will not necessarily even come close to what the heart creates. But we are free to create whatever we choose. But what must be clearly understood is creating what the mind wants will not necessarily even come close to creating a life worth living and creating that inner satisfaction. Do your own experiments to see if what is said here is true for you.